Time to fly, time to fly. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand up.
Hello friends, and welcome again to another Street Fighter Duel video!
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel for another review and a guide for the boss rush. Now I know you're not interested in boss rush that much, I can know from my views on the videos, but it's the same. I'm gonna go quickly about it and then I will go and do the car summons. I developed a little bit of currency for them and I'm gonna pop them and show you where my car's at. Now, for the guild boss rush, I'm running the same lineup. I'm gonna be linking the video, it has more details in it, the previous video that I did with the highest number, but now I'm gonna show you this run and I'm gonna tell you the pros and cons of this lineup and how it goes and why you should build a specific set of units for every kind of event or bossing, especially that we're coming to new events with 5 teams. Trust me, 4 teams will be nothing, 5 teams will be everything in the future. Same as other games, when you develop the game after time, specifically when you're on servers that are older like server 1 and 2 and 3, etc, etc. Now let's talk about this boss. I'll show you the lineups and what I'm using. So first lineup, I'm using Bison. First of all, Ken and Dan, Mechanic, the Flame Ken, they hit your entire team. The backline unit will take the debuffs of burn first, so they're gonna stack until 20 and start melting and melting. So you need your backliner to take so much damage, and you need to protect them. So for them to survive and to deal more damage. So many lineups I saw they're using Akuma, they're using Gouken to keep this lineup surviving. It's a good strategy. They're using the SST Elena, Summer Elena, which is also great because she takes no damage for 3 seconds when she's on the battlefield. She buffs you, she cleanses you, and she heals you, which is amazing and great. Now, if you're free to play or casual spender and you don't have access to these enormous, beautiful units, these are the best lineups for you to run. And trust me, there is never a better lineup than this, or these lineups that I will show you as free to play or low casual spenders, okay? So first of all, Bison in the backline and 2 tanks. Why Bison in the backline? He'll take the most debuffs, he'll keep exploding, and he will give you the 100 to 90 million damage mark, which is great actually for this lineup. Now we're using him M.Ryu, because he will continue M.Ryu the synergy with the Thunder factions that we're using. We're using Elena for healing, E Honda, and Abel. Now you can use Zangief here, but I love to use him on different lineups. I'll show you why and I'll tell you why, because he hits like a truck. He hits a lot of damage and he enables a lot of units to do stuff that I need them to do. We're using M.Dhalsim. Now, of course, M.Dhalsim, whenever a unit on your lineup explodes or dies, he will inflict the poison. And Bison here keeps exploding, so they register him as dying, so the poison will go off and off. Now, I didn't pay attention to the, let's say, how it's looking on the enemy, because there's poison like green stuff should be on the enemy, because many things are happening. We'll check it out in the video together. Honda will not die, Abel will barely die because we're gonna use his C2 mostly and his super, but here you need to pay attention using his super when Bison is exploding so he doesn't get shielded, because if Bison is shielded, he will not tick from the burn, everybody else will tick from the burn and he will be surviving. You want him to keep exploding. Now never ever on this lineup specifically run shelter on anybody. If you want to run something on Elena, you run War Dance on her because she will heal even more your lineup, and that's how we go. Of course, you don't need to put fast chant on Bison, but I can't be bothered. I'm too lazy to change them anyway, so I have them like this. M.Dhalsim, he has shelter. You need to remove shelter, put on him something that will give attack, so you will deal more attack. And Echo is the most important thing on your tanks. So on Honda and Abel, I have Echo. The rotation goes Abel, Elena, Abel, Honda. Now Abel, then you wait a little bit, like a second, and use Elena, then use Abel, or he will whiff his C2 or mistime it. And then you use the C3 of Honda. If you have Bison not exploding, use his C3, but I recommend you use the C3 of E Honda. It will soak a little bit of range damage that you will take from the ring from Ken at least, and it will allow you to keep surviving. Honda most likely will never die, and Bison will stay there exploding in the battle. You have a chance for Abel to die or Elena to die when she drops in. Now, and as you see, I'm using any damage EX moves up there. For the second lineup, you can remove Rose and add Yun on top of Bison. So on top of Bizangief, sorry, my bad. How did I mix you up? Like this, and it still works. You can rotate these this unit here and here. Now, this is the most RNG lineup, or the most RNG strategy for you to go. And why is that? You want Guile to crit with his C3 every time. So I ran like 15 runs, and 2 runs were good, and all the other runs were bad because he wasn't critting. So crit rate is so much important here, and you need to give him the broken formation for him to crit. And mainly people use Chun-Li on him, but I'm using her on the third lineup, so I will show you how that runs. So basically what we're gonna do here is start with Viper. First one, we start with Guile, Street Poison, Bizangief, then Guile, then we start with Viper back to back, Street Poison, Bizangief, then Guile until they die. I'm using the Virgil EX. Well, it doesn't help that much, to be honest. It helped me in some certain situation, but it's not the one that gives me here. If I would have another healing, I would put another healing here. It will even save them, or another armor. If I had Gouken EX, I would use it instead of this one, because Gouken EX will not let me get damage, but I will continue because it will save my life. But here also it can save you for 3 seconds, and after this, if somebody sneezes, you die. This is why I don't like so much to use it, but this is the one available for me, as I don't have access to other EX moves. The healing one, of course, for the Crazy Potato to heal and give shields. And the first one, I use it as soon as it pops that I can use it, I use it. Is the Akuma one, the most basic one that you need to use, because it will buff the most, the unit with the highest attack, so you can deal more damage until the end of the battle. Third lineup, and I'm using this lineup. Now I'm using Alfuerte. You don't need to use Alfuerte, anything else would be good if you're using here. Now here I used, actually in my run, this was a test run. In my previous run, this is what I used this one. This one was the successful run for me, and Cammy. Now Cammy will give armor break when he triggers, so she will armor break M.Dhalsim, and she will grow more damage when there's armor break. You're gonna start with M.Ryu, Summer Yang, Zangief, then Chun-Li for the first one, just to get the 3 stacks of Satsui no Iki, so you can interrupt him or drain his mana. It didn't work for me in my successful run. It worked for me on most of the other runs. It worked for me. It gets me between 80 to 90 million, by the way, this run. But because I was unsuccessful with it in this video that I will show you, because I want to show you the good and the bad of this lineup, it got me to between 40 to 50 million. So the second runs, you start with Chun-Li, Summer Yang, Zangief, then Chun-Li, and he will hit with Satsui no Iki, and he will drain the energy of the enemy. Witch Jury on her is a must. If you're not having Witch Jury on her, you need so much protection, like Abel or anything that could help her, because in this battle, M.Dhalsim, when he inflicts poison on you, whenever you press a combo, you lose a proportion of your health. And she gains this health by the healing of Summer Yang and by lifesteal from Witch Jury, which is so important. As soon as the battle starts, you start your rotation, and this is how it goes. So let's go and check. Of course, sorry, the EX moves, all heals. I'm using this one just to make sure that I will have another free combo, so I can go again with M.Ryu and hit the trigger and remove their combo meter. I'll show you that in the battle. Yeah, let's go for the replay, why not? So, the replays. First lineup got me 83 million. The highest that I did was 98 million or 99 million. Here, this is the highest number that I got with this lineup. I saw different lineups. You can go to the 300 million mark, but you need a lot of RNG. And this one gets you to 80 to 90 million. If you check my other video, I did that many times, and you can do it many times as well. Just, it needs a little bit of calculating the time, so M.Ryu drain the combo meter. Let's go and check this one. I will make it at X2, I'll explain, and then I will go fast forward with it. So you need to drop all your EX moves. Let's forward this. So any EX move that open, I just immediately drop it. Bison will start exploding. As you see, the stacks of burn on him, and I drop every EX move. And then how I start? When he starts exploding, I start with Abel. Don't start before he explodes or after he explodes, or Bison will get a shield. You want to start when he is exploding. So as you see, he's exploding. I start with Abel. I wait a little bit, then drop Elena, then go immediately with Abel, then E Honda. And Bison, again, he will explode. And I start with Abel, and this is until the end of the battle, and then when every EX move is off, I use the EX moves until the battle ends, and then we finish the fight, and it ramps up and ramps up because Bison is exploding and we're dealing a lot of damage. That will help you get the highest number. Abel is dead, we don't care, so I start again the random rotation, but it was in the end, so it doesn't matter anymore. The second rotation, and here, I also speed forward. I use the EX move of Akuma to gain the buff on Viper, so she will deal more damage until the end of the battle. Second time he does his Super Nero, I wait a little bit, and here, where I use the EX move because I want them to be healed and shield before he starts his Super. As he starts his Super, I start with Guile, S.Poison, Beast, then Guile, then Viper, S.Poison, Beast, then Guile, back to back, very fast, so we can accumulate as much damage as possible. And as you see, I just started with Viper, S.Poison, which she died, Beast, then Guile, then Viper, Beast, Viper, then Guile. If Guile hit that, I would be in the 300 million, but I couldn't. Next time I need to time my EX move of Virgil better maybe, or use any kind of different EX move. Third lineup, final lineup, and it's this, and we start as soon as possible. This was a failure by me because I clicked slowly. You need to be faster a little bit. First one, we started like this. The second one, I hit the EX move of Kami and Vega, and I started with Chun-Li. So I accumulate more combo meter, as you see, 4 stacks of Satsui no Iki. And now it's 5 stacks of Satsui no Iki, so M.Ryu will hit and drain the mana, and that's what happened. Chun-Li, Summer Yang, Zangief, then Chun-Li, and she heals. And I healed her, but she died by the poison, which was bad actually. And this is why we couldn't continue. It's a little bit of RNG, as much as she heals, as much as you make damage, and she stays alive on the lineup, and you drain the mana of M.Dhalsim again and again. And I started with M.Ryu because every time you start, when you press a combo, he will remove a proportion of your health, so it will kill you, and this is what happened. And in the end, Zangief couldn't do anything. I tried to start with him, then I died, because it removes a little bit of my health. And that was the lineup. These were the ranks. It put me in the top 10. I got the chests. Let me show you the rewards that you can get if you get the same lineup. So we get the 320, above 320. 410, it's possible. Needs a little bit of grinding, so I'll be trying to do my other runs. Let me show you the battle report. So it's between 250 to 350. This is the consistency of it. And the failure will give you, if you failed, it's 250. The most failed one is like 244. And yeah, these lineup, and I'm testing with many stuff. If there's something else, I'll be showing you later. Let's go and do the summons. I wanted to do the summons of the card tokens. I accumulated a little bit, so let me show you my wish list. I'm building Viper, Fashion Blanca, and Dhalsim to the maximum. I'm building Rose and Gormagala Ken for the future. Rose to 6 out of 6. Gormagala Ken, I'm gonna do him to 36. Definitely I'm gonna do him to 36. And I'm finishing these guys to 3 out of 6 or 6 out of 6, depending on what to do, because I'm just finishing random stuff. I have 6 boxes of cars that I have already in my bag, sitting for a new unit that will have cars so I can use them. Maybe Fire Adon. This is why I didn't include him here in the list, because I don't care. I have the 6 out of 6 so I can use him and build him up. So let's go. First of all, we start with, what do we have here? Nothing. I'll start with a multi. I'll do the same thing. People told me it doesn't work for them. It works for me sometimes. Sometimes it's hard to work, but it's better rates than normal spamming multis. So let's start. So it's a multi, nothing. Then I go and do singles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here's the 4th, and here's the 5th, and we got nothing. So I should get something here. So a multi, yep, I did. And it's a car for Dhalsim. Amazing. So now we go 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think I'm at 33 cars with Dhalsim, which is amazing actually. And multi, nothing. So we do singles, and then we burn whatever we can burn and do A multi. 2, 3, 4. Come on, give me on the 5th. Nothing, okay. Can we do a multi and get something? Nothing. Wow, that's a bad one. Okay, we got another car. So what I can do is give them cars, the better cars that they can have. Burn the cars that I don't need. And the last one, what did we do? Singles or multi? I think a multi we did. So we do singles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we have it on the 5th? It's a red. We couldn't. Well, we got one card, as you saw, and we got a chest, which is not that bad. And as you see, I'm building Viper, her cars, and I'm gonna build everybody else. M.Dhalsim is almost there, so he'll be, he's at 84,000 power. Like, I think Viper is at almost 1 million, and he's almost at 1 million with no soul power. If he have soul power, he will be insane. And yeah, let me know about your runs, tell me about your teams, and yeah, that was it for the video.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, we thank you for watching. And as always, stay frosty. Peace.
Time to fly, time to fly. Never give up.